stigma, recklessness, overtrading, trying to be in there before it happens, trying to predict the setup, not take the setup. There's a difference. We can anticipate a setup, but you're predicting, oh yeah, this by the time I enter, then there really will be a reason in there. You know what that feels like. You've been doing it for months, blowing accounts, trying to do it. Because you're taking on risk in and of yourself. The why that you're doing it is just you. And while you lie to yourself and say, I'm comfortable. If I lose the account, it's no big deal. That is a piss poor mentality. Every single account, every single transaction must carry with it a great respect for risk. Because what you're doing is no different than someone that goes to Las Vegas with their life savings and pisses it away. Flies back home and wishes they never had the idea of going out there in the first place. Because they got lucky one other time. They went with their life savings this time. They put it all online and said, hey, I'm going to take the gamble. I'm going to take that bet. I'm going all in. And then the flop doesn't work out for you. And everything you put up is gone. You can only do that so many times, folks. With the skill set that's not quite there yet, it's easy to quit. It's easy to quit when it's like that. And you deny yourself opportunities that are before you. There is treasure to be desired. And you can take this and turn it into something beyond your wildest dreams. Or you can destroy everything with impulsiveness. Doing things that you shouldn't have done. Thinking about things you shouldn't have been thinking about. Worrying about emotions that have no basis for being in the process of what it is you're trying to do. Scout. I have an iron fence around our swimming pool, and she's still small enough to go through the rails of my fence. So they've never gone through it before, but she just discovered that she can do it. And the look on her face when she came back in, she's like, "Oh, I can get out of here." And then she saw me. She's like, "Oh, crap! Dad caught me." Yep, Dad saw it. So I want you to think about how this is applicable to you. Because if you are a rebel, if you are a cowboy gunslinger out there that, hey, I'm going to gunsling with the best of them, and I'm the best now until the best shows up in front of you. And if it's on your back, oh, whatever. It was fun. I'm living my life pedal to the metal, full bore, never slowing down. You might want to take some inventory and change some things, because this game is won by the long game, not the short game. Take a step back for a second. Step out of yourself. Present this entire industry right now as it is as a TV show. What do you see? Get rich quick. All you have to do is pay the reset. It's not your money you're losing. But the fuck it ain't. It is your money that you're spending on those resets and can't get funded or can't hold on to the fund account once you get it. So that bullshit is absolute money. What are you doing? Are you being a good steward with that money? How could you possibly expect to be rewarded with more when you can't even manage the little that you work with right now? And you think something magical is going to happen when you get funded? Something magical is going to happen if someone laid down a large sum of money and said, hey, we don't know that much about you, but here, manage this for us. That's pipe dreams. I don't sell that here. I talk to you in a manner where I want you to take stock in it. Think about what it means to you. What does it mean for you to have a greater sense of risk when you have the perspective outside yourself, not just, oh, if I lose money, it's no big deal. But if you lose money and you have someone that you're depending or that is dependent on you, that is entirely something altogether different. See, trading, after you read a book, watch some ICT videos, and go to this person's workshop or whatnot, you have the inspiration, but you don't have the mindset. Mindset has to be forged. You know how here's how you get the mindset. Through losing your ass. That has to happen. That has to happen. Every success story, every single one of them has had a ass that has been chapped. They've learned something. They looked at it from a different perspective after losing. And some of you think that you're going to just walk through here, waltzing through, like everybody's going to part ways, let the man go through, and adversity isn't going to lay a hand on you. Drawdown ain't going to visit your house. Losing trades, that's a foreign language. We don't speak that around here. Until it does happen. And all of a sudden your ass gets twisted. Oh my goodness, they're changing the algorithm. What the hell is this? This candle was supposed to be a fair value gap. They didn't respect it. Look at this. This was supposed to be buy side liquidity. They ran it. Now it should go the other way, and it just kept going up. Hello. Welcome to the real game. Mindset. Psychology. That's what these Twitter spaces are all about. It's not me bloviating nonsense to the broke asses that want to comment. These are people that want to tell you, don't waste your time. But they're going to work on Monday, making less money than you probably do at your job because they're miserable. Or they're selling something that they can't get sales with, and they're miserable. I wish, and this is not me giving myself self-love here, I'm not bragging when I say this, I wish that I had the resource that I'm making available to you when I started. I swear to God Almighty, I wish I had it. Because I did not have any navigation laid before me where this is what I shouldn't do, this is what I shouldn't do. I had to learn through pain. And by God's grace, He then stepped in. He joined the chat. And I try to talk to you in a manner where maybe it is uncomfortable. And you should be thankful that it is. Because the greatest life lessons come through pain. It doesn't come through the feel-good moments. Think about it. When you have a feel-good moment, when you have a good winning trade, pay attention, folks. This is the part that really matters. Just won something. Got a nice trade. Got funded. Got a payout. Woo! Feels good, don't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Little pig, let me in. The wolf shows up. You forget about how good it felt to do that and what you did to earn it. And you got to run. You got to run to get to that next opportunity. You need to get inside of another house. You got to move. It's moving day. The wolf's on your ass. We got to move. My brother, he's got a better house than me. I'm going to trade what he's trading. You might get success. You have that feel-good moment. Oh man, everything I'm touching is just working. I'm a trader. I'm a natural. Little pig, let me in. Once again, that wolf shows up. Oh shit, you and your brother, your trading partner, your study partner, ICT students, we got to go. It's time to move. It's moving day. My brother got a YouTube channel. He's doing this with smart money concepts. Let's go. You run on over there. Oh, my goodness, look at this. Win, win, win. Little pig, let me in. Something different about that third one. See, he had foresight. He didn't make a house out of straw where the wolf can come in and blow it down. And the second brother didn't make his house out of straw. He made it out of wood and sticks. A little bit more sturdy, a little bit more rhyme and reason in his trading plan. One more PD array. But still not quite enough. They had to run the big brother's house. Good old ICT. His house is made out of brick. And the wolf can't come and blow that bitch down. Keep on knocking, motherfucker, because you ain't getting in. In my house, we all eat, and we're not eating. What's different? Experience, foresight, preparation. Majority of you want to get out there and you want to build a house of straw. That means I want to get funded and get a payout because that's the visibility that you have. That's all you have right now. Give me shelter from the storm. Might get wet still, but it's better than being outdoors. Outdoors is working for a living. The 9-to-5 rat race. Everybody wants to get out of that. I don't give a shit how much money you make. Some of you have a little bit broader perspective, but not quite as far as it should be. It should be with a great deal of preparation for adversities. So you might say, okay, you might be that second little pig where you see other people out there rushing to get paid out. You heard some Twitter spaces like this in the past by me, and it's going to be something different about the way I do it. I'm going to look past that. I want to get to the point where I can buy a fancy car. Because it's not just a payout then. I have a goal. I'm going to go out and get myself a Lamborghini. Going to get myself a McLaren lease. The wolf's at the door. So you're creating bills without the trust in knowing that the providence and safeguarded income that is absolutely available to someone that has a well-written, well-generated trading plan and money management strategy and has already made preparations for adversities. That's the person that went through the full year with no real trading. That's the person that did all the back testing, finding their own model, learning what it is that's going to cause them to be reckless. And they're building their house with brick because they know there's wolves out there. They know that the rain's coming and storm will beat against that wall and beat against that roof. And they want to make sure they have a sound structure around them, a mindset that is at peace, not trading impulsively because they want. You want. I used to be a wolf. Now, I don't eat lamb. And I don't eat pork. I want you to do well. I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. I want you to have everything that your heart's desire. But I don't want you to lose sight of the costs that's going to be associated with it. And never lose sight with the adversity that are looming out there that you think that you're going to be the exception to. It isn't going to touch you. It isn't going to happen to you. When you build your trading plan and you risk the amount of money that allows for imperfection, even when you see yourself doing well in the future, Do not take exaggerated risk. And the easiest way that you can start forging that mindset now is having some measure of accountability that is outside you. It doesn't mean go to your spouse who doesn't support you right now, that thinks what you're doing is foolishness. Can you imagine? I mean, my wife sees the fruits of all this stuff. And still, I can tell you with great honesty, if I told her back then, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm starting out, because I was doing this already before I met her, she would have shot down everything, and it would have pissed me off. I probably would have got rid of her. She's very, very opinionated. And that would have affected me mentally. So God's perfect timing, he brought us together after I was already established. Some of you might be looking at the idea of this presentation thinking, it sounds like nursery rhymes and bullshit. Yep, it went right over your head. You ain't going to be successful. You want the secret weapons, but you don't want the user's manual. You want to go out there and blow your fucking heads off, mess around, trying to be Wyatt Earp, and don't want to understand how to do it safely. What keeps you in the game long enough to get what it is that you're seeking after? See, that third pig built a house of brick with a good, strong foundation. And I teach with that mindset. I want you to learn properly. Can I go out there and throw some Mickey Mouse shit together just to sell some coursework and make some fast money? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I also know, human nature, 99% of you are going to be in a rush. You're not going to follow rules. Even my own private mentorship students, I'll lay down some instructions on them. Very plain. And it's amazing how many of them ignore the plain text of do this, don't do that, or you're disqualified. And they don't listen. And they've been with me for years. They actually paid me. Is it me mentoring them poorly, or is it them themselves not following instructions? It's them themselves not following instructions. So if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to mentor, if I'm going to teach, I'm going to pour myself into it. And I'm going to do it exactly how it needs to be done. I'm not out here trying to get the, approval from any of you. I live this. And you're seeing students that are courage enough to go out there and make themselves known, and the fruits thereof. I could say, hey, look, all my students that are profitable, since you have respect for me, answer all those people out there that have things bad to say about me and what it is that you've spent time and money learning. Go out there and show them what for. I'm not a weak little minded bitch. I don't need that. And they don't need to do it.